Welcome back to another episode of actual genuine Escort RS Cosworth. If you go back and scroll through the previous videos back a few months ago, you would have seen I've done a significant amount of welding on this to get it back on the road. Go back, have a look, enjoy your videos. I'll take a quick walk around now to show you what I am doing still and what's outstanding and where we currently are with the car. And the whole idea of all this work is to make this car a usable car. This kind of stuff, when it's all stone chipped up and stuff, you're not going to see any of this where it's had repairs. We're going to smooth it all out. It's going to be a lovely car. You can see the seam sealer as well around all the edges now. It's currently sitting in an etch primer. So yeah, enough of that for right now. I made my template up quickly and I cut this out of the steel, drill some holes, use the same template for the other side, just reverse it, and then we'll see how it goes. But look, it is freezing cold today, as you can see, so I'm not feeling this. There's my template made up ready on some nice 3mm steel. Okay, so the next job is to kind of deburr this, take all the edges off. And for that I'll use a flappy wheel. Okay, so there is my template, and let me show you how this is going to marry up and how it's going to work. So just so you're with me. Okay, so we're under the car now and it will go like this. And then it will be ground all around the edge. That area will be built up nicely. And the same goes with around here. And this will be more solid than it left the factory. You could probably actually use that as a jacking point. It's a shame I can't actually get into the car properly to show you. But so hopefully you kind of get where I'm going with this. Also, we have this previous past shoddy repair. So rather than pulling a dent out properly, a previous repairer has just, well, look, as you can see, fillers on top. There is no metal, that's just filler and fiberglass, and damage it. So we're going to have to cut this out and put a new wing in. To buy a wing for Escort Cosworth is literally impossible. I've also got to build this section back up and this, but I'm not going to build this up yet. So the plan is to cut this out, and then I've told the owner to clean off any kind of wax oil and stuff on the inside, because that stuff burns. We have this arch. So this arch is off for Escort. It's a 3-door, but they don't do one specifically, I'm aware of, for this car. So if you follow these lines to here, they're different. So they will need to be infilled. And also, it's got a kink by there. So we'll be cutting off a bit of metal out of here. We will be running it in line with these lines, so the arch flows nicely, because you can see it flows. And then we will be filling these lines up with weld to match. But yeah, pretty much have that section. So I don't know how much we're going to use right now. We might use the full arch, we might just use a bit of it. We might just cut out the section that we need, but you get the idea. Okay, so this is just a start, and what I want to show you is how I'm starting to already infill these sections here. It's going to be a bit of a challenge back there, but you get the gist. Okay, so when welding on a car, it's always ideal to have two people, so you check in the car and outside. Not always possible when you're on your own, and it is a bit of a twitchy situation, so I've got a hose pipe on hand and a fire extinguisher, but I'll show you inside just to make sure I got no damage and no smouldering. So just below this section here is what I'm welding, and it's another skin underneath, so there is no damage there, luckily. So at the moment, this probably doesn't look the neatest, right? So I'm just building these sections up ready now to start grounding them out. But you can see around here starting to build up. And I like this flickering, so that's not very good. I'll just crack on and show you the finished product. Okay, so already you can see now I filled that section up very, very nicely. I'm going to have to grind that back now. It's penetrated absolutely lovely, and I'm starting to get where I want to be. But yeah, trust the process, just like I said. Okay, this side does need a lot more infill, but I'll show you how I do that. Well, I've already shown you. So I'm going to start filling this up nicely, and then I'll show you the next section. I'm actually showing you this in real time so you can understand the process and what you see now, so stay tuned, okay? I promise you will not be disappointed. So I'm welding in small little parts, okay? And I'm keeping my rods quite long, okay? It's plenty of penetration. My mask is starting to steam up a bit. So weld does naturally flow down, okay? Big section coming up here. Right, I'll show you this quickly. Okay, so I'm already starting to fill this up. Hasn't taken very well to there. You can see this section, all that is nice and filled already. And I'll end up doing the edge again. I'll give that a grind back and I'll go over it one more time. Okay, so you can see there's lots of heat coming through that panel. So I'm going to let that cool down now. I'll flip around and show you what I've done. I'm pretty impressed. Okay, so not the prettiest looking. I'd go fill that up a lot. Loads of penetration, which is really good. I've had to fill in massive infills there, so you can see, use the angle, okay? Use welding downwards in your advantage, because the welder flows. So yeah, I'm going to grind this back quickly now and then have a look where we are and see if we need to get any more weld on. Okay, so now you can see the big infill up there. A little bit left to do up there now. Grind that back, but yeah, you can see really nice penetration that's going on. Let me flip you around the other side. Flick you around. Let's get a better light. Okay, so I've gone on with the sealer now. And look, you've got to seal it because obviously it's open metal and stuff. I'm well happy with that. It's come out really nice. I'm going to give that 10-15 minutes to dry. Let's flick around the other side with some So yeah, that's nice. I'll get that into primer now and I'll show you a photo and I'll make the next template up. Okay, so just for perspective, I started that job at, that's better, I started that job at 8:30, getting here, getting the tools out, measuring all up and stuff, making the templates, and it's now 10:20, so best part of 2 hours. I think that's quite fast and it's quite a neat job. I would like to put the section in, but to be honest, about the work that's involved and the budget we're working to in the car, it's simply not applicable. I'm going to show you something else now. So a section here. So yeah, this is gone, okay? So I don't know if it's been repaired before, I won't know until I've ground all that back. But I'm going to cut this out and then I'm going to go back to here, okay? And what my plan will be, well, I'm going to cut it out. Let's have a look. I'm going to cut back to here, tape it to the floor and stuff. Then I'm going to use a box section. I'm going to take the box section out. So I got extra strength from here, seam down here. And the box section will be here and it'll be overlapping here. That's to do. Underneath here, difficult to see, but I'm going to be using a right angle across the bottom there. Also in real time, keep the video real today, is it? He's not going for full New Balance. So this section's going to be done. If you do have a Mark 5 Escort and you have a real good section here, let me know because we'll buy it off you, okay? So that needs to be done, little section in there. this will be, hold on, this will be, do it one-handed. This section that goes in here, if you get me, and then that's the box section for here. Right done the inner part there and the outer sill. Go back and watch the videos previously. I've got to see now I've strengthened the floor. I've done a weld at the back, built this section up. We've done right angles all the way across here on both sides. We've had to completely rebuild the seat mount section. Right angles across the back. That looks like it's light coming through there, doesn't it? It's just a reflection off there. Thought it was another hole to tackle. But yeah, the car is getting there. So using the aerosol etch primer from IPS, we now have our section in its first coat of primer built up. I'm happy with that. Nice one. No messing around, plate number 2 made ready. And plate number 2 location. So I just need to clean this up now and then we can get this on. Yeah, you can see there's a lot of work still to do in this section. We got that section up here to do. Oh, it's haunting me, this car is. A little bit over there like we're aware of. That he's doing. But yeah, the underside of a car now has all been done. That section's all been done. Yeah. It's kind of getting there, isn't it? So we're going to get all the front done and then we're going to get all this into a stone chip or a wrap or whatever we decide to use. Skim them out of it to make them flush. But yeah, it's all there. Do some sealer and stuff around that kind of stuff there. I know his boy is doing that kind of work for me. We clean up and treat all this. Hopefully it's treatable. And yeah, the car is coming along. A lot of work goes into these cars. Don't underestimate. And like I said, I'm working with a guy's budget, but I'm also doing a good job of what I'm doing. So like these sections, they can be great. You can jack a car back up on these and they're neat. I've seen some atrocious versions where people just use sealer and chuck them on top and stuff, or just cut them off and I don't know, terrible. Or actually stuck sections on top. Do you know what I mean? Not even welded them with bond. But this will do the job nicely. You know what, it all adds up too. So like the clamps, one of these, protect the voltage on a battery, gloves, cutting discs, grinders, pop, gotta have pop, flappy discs, hammers, clamps, all that kind of stuff. It's not a simple, easy job as people think. And of course, experience. And there we are, we're on to number 2. Yeah, let's have a breather, shall we? Okay, another glamorous angle. To be honest, right, let's have a look. That's come out absolutely lovely. Much easier on the other side. Take a look. I can fill that bit back up at the top. It doesn't need to, just to bring it out of it. Yeah, that's nice. It's nice and neat. Okay, I apologise if the audio quality has dropped, but yeah, that's the strobe light in the background, that bloody thing. And I guess some etch primer on here now. Literally just some light dust coats first of all. Just dried off a bit now and come back and give us a nice coat later on. Yeah, I'll be honest, I'm well happy with how they have turned out. Much better than they were. Okay, so before we move on with a further plan, I'm going to grind this back there to see if it's had a repair before. I'm going to look at cutting this section out then in readiness so I can start building that box section up. Okay, so this section has been cut out, and to be honest, it's not too bad up there. Clean that up. Need to get that done. Loads of sealer. Factory this must be. It's caked, isn't it? Need to get this section out. Need to cut around here, and I need to put a box section in here. So I need to clean all the way up that area. And yeah, look at making my box section, flaring her out of there, building her out here, and probably squaring her off because we're not going to put the tow eye back in. Because to be honest, who tows with an Escort Cosworth? Quickly buzz that off now and see what's what. But yeah, got to get this back end done. Bit of a job, to be honest, and I'm not 100% feeling that, but we're on that last hurdle. Just quickly, I'm looking at this section, I'm buzzing this off, and if you know, you know, that's filler dust. So that's been filled before. Probably the reason why it's rotting out. That's gonna have to be all cut out. We're gonna have to try and make a plate. I'm not sure what that indent actually is for. If it's for something in the bumper, we'll have to check because I don't want to be filling it over. If not, we're gonna have to make that section and then completely remake all this. Or like I said, if you have a section, please let me know because we will buy it. There is a full valance on eBay, but to be honest, we don't need the full valance. For the sake of 200-300 quid, we're gonna kind of pass on that. Also, I've remembered that this section needs to be done, but that is on the arch. Okay, let's show you where I am. So basically, I have taken out that section. Yes, I could have cut it out and put a whole new section in, but this already lines up, so get it butt welded in nicely, and ask the owner to grind back and clean up everything that's behind it, and then I'll infill that with a section off the other arch. So yeah, I expect to have all that cleaned up by next time I come up. And then I've told you what I've done, so yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. So hit like, enable notifications, and sub, guys, sub. It really helps me. It's not just this, it's videos on my car, videos on other cars and car events and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I hope you enjoy, and I'll see you next time.